We are live. All right. So what's up, everybody? This is the predictions recap episode for the Battle of Ohio podcast. If you're not familiar, we go over we do predictions every week before the week starts. Well, sorry, we do them on Thursday nights, and so we try to do the predictions for the Thursday night episode a little early, but it usually doesn't actually make it into the live stream because the game's already going on by then. But for the recap, we basically just break down what actually happened during the week, and we put a lot of focus on which picks we got wrong because honestly those are the more interesting, those are the more fun ones to talk about because it kind of holy fucking shit as Jonathan Taylor goes for 30 yards. We do this during the Monday night and Thursday night games, by the way, and so part of the fun is you can tune in and watch us try to talk seriously about these picks we made, and then we have these huge reactions to the game that's going on, and it is wow. The Ravens' defense is just absolute trash today. They have no answer for Jonathan Taylor. This is ridiculous.
None at all.
Oh, man. That's just great. Lamar Jackson kind of got it going back on that last drive, but if the defense cannot slow down the Colts' offense, then they're just going to, put this game away. You put it on ice.
Yeah, I thought
scrambling around, and he makes a guy miss, and then still gets sacked by the guy. And are they going to call that? Are they going to call roughing the passer on that because he kind of slammed him on the ground?
They're calling roughing the passer on that.
Oh wow!
You
But a lot of the roughing the passer calls they've been having lately are weak. Except they don't call any of them on Joe Burrow. I don't understand. Are we not trying to protect Joe Burrow? Is he just not allowed in the quarterback club?
Joe Burrow got decapitated decaffeinated.
I kind of get this one because Justin Houston kind of he did kind of drive Carson Wentz's helmet into the ground, and it just looked like a normal part of a tackle, but I guess they're saying you got to avoid doing that. So and he did kind of horse collar him too.
Yeah. He
did kind of horse collar him too. So maybe that wasn't roughing the passer, but that might have been horse collar. So well, anyway, fresh set of downs for the Colts. We are going to talk about the predictions that we made and which ones we got right, which ones we got wrong. Mainly we're going to talk about the ones that we got wrong because, like I said, those are the more interesting ones to talk about. So far, just to kind of set the scene, we both picked the Ravens to win this one. It looks like right now we're both going to be wrong, which is not ideal for me, but it's particularly bad for Thomas because Thomas right now you're 7-8 on the week. And if you get this game wrong, then you will have a losing record this week.
Yeah, man. What's up with that, man? Teams are surprising the hell out of me. We'll get to it. All right,
it's actually interesting because me and you are both going into the week with the exact same record that we had last week. I'm 11-4 on the week right now, and you're 7-8. That's the same way we went because I looked it up on my outline. For last week, and that was the same record we had going into it, going into the Monday night game last week. So
yeah, I'm struggling this year.
You are, which is impressive because I'm the one who struggled last year.
I ain't get my shit together.
Yep. All right, so I guess let's just go ahead and jump in and start talking about these games. So I incorrectly thought that the Cleveland Browns would beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Somehow, I don't know how this happened, but you predicted that the Chargers would win, and I predicted that the Browns would win. So I'm the one who believed in the Browns here, and they'll let me down.
Look, man, that's a tough one. The refs gave the Chargers that game, dude.
Look, man, the refs give everybody a lot of stuff. You can't blame the game on the refs. You really can't.
Did you not see that pass interference?
I did not see the pass interference. Was there a pass interference?
You didn't see the pass interference that I was talking about where the player literally pulled the Browns player down?
I mean, I may have seen it, but you got to remember, I was coming back from the Bengals game when that
Oh
game was
yeah,
on.
that's right. That's
So
right.
I
Here.
was, yeah, and I was trying to process everything that happened, and I was like trying to, deal with like, the wife and the kids, and making sure everybody was taken care of and everything. So it's like I was watching the Browns game, but I was also kind of half paying attention. What happened with the pass interference?
This is what happened with pass interference. Oh wait, hold up, my games.
Yeah, you can't grab the guy, dude. You
No,
can't. He
like
literally suplexed him. You can't do that.
no, you didn't see it. Watch closely. Watch closely. Watch a replay of it. Oh, they play show a replay of it. Show the replay. Show the replay.
Okay, so
They don't show
based
the replay.
on based on
No.
what happened
Oh, here go the replay.
on
Here go the replay. Here go the replay. Watch.
Okay, can you show that replay? Oh wait, here it is. Here it is.
You see what happens?
Yeah, he's grabbing him. Like, I mean, he is also going for the ball, but he's also grabbing him. Like
Are you talking about the Chargers player or the Browns player?
the Browns player.
So what happens is what's happened. You're gonna see on my screen, but what's basically happening is that it looks like Greedy Williams or AJ Green is grabbing the Charger player, but what's happening in the entire play is that the Charger player has his hand on AJ Green the entire time, and then
Okay.
he's literally grabbing him. And then when he goes up, he literally grabs his horse collar to try and knock him down, to try and push him out the way.
Okay, so listen, Thomas. Pass interference is not reviewable. And
I know,
you
not
had to
anymore.
explain this to me.
It was for a year.
Down at like way after the fact, after I watched it like 3 times. So I'm not gonna lie. I mean, maybe the refs called a bad call because the Chargers receiver got away with one there. But that is something that happens. Players commit penalties that they try to hide from refs all the time, and it's not ideal. But I mean, considering that's not reviewable, you can't have somebody overlooking that over and over and over again. And I told you 3 times in a row just watching it that it looked like pass interference to me, and then you explained it, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure. But I mean, that's not. You're never gonna win that on the field. It's just not gonna happen.
We should watch that play though. It was an egregious period. Well, it was the fourth down though. That's the whole thing, and the whole thing was so you're grabbing the player by his horse collar. You grab your defender by his horse collar, and then you push him out of the way. Man, come on, man. That's pass interference, man. Go back and watch it.
Wait, are you saying it was pass interference and they didn't call pass interference?
No, they did call pass interference, but it was pass interference on the defense, not the offense, not the defense.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it looked to me like it was on the offense until you explained it to me, and I'm like, okay, maybe there was some on the offense there too. But the thing is, in real time, I could not tell. I cannot expect the ref to tell something that I could not tell. And then I saw it on replay like 2 or 3 times, and came to the same conclusion all 3 times. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you might be right that would have been technically the correct call, but to expect the refs to get that one is, like, I mean, I didn't see it, so I can't expect the refs to get that one right.
I got you. I expect them to get that one right.
Sometimes it's just a really sneaky heads up play,
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes Tom Brady deflates the footballs and nobody calls him on it until after the game. Which also I don't believe that's what happened. I'm just they blocked the kick.
Yeah, what's up with kickers, man? Like this dude literally got glasses on.
That's not the kicker's fault. That's the special teams line's fault. That's the blocking's fault. That was possibly Marcus Hunt's fault. I think that was who was down there blocking. But oh my God, that could be huge, dude. Because that's that field goal wouldn't have sealed anything, but that field goal could have put them up like 2 scores. The touchdown and the field goal, it would have made it really hard for.
Pick that! Oh,
would have made it really, really difficult, I think, for the Ravens to go down the field and score. And now all they need is a touchdown. And I mean, their offense has been kind of getting it going. So, oh no, oh yeah, I'm seeing that pick too. Anyway, let's talk about these games, man. We really should kind of go on and talk about these games.
Yep.
Okay, so well, I mean, we did talk about the games. We talked about the Browns and the Chargers. I thought the Browns were going to win. I believed in you guys, Thomas. You let me down. So what the fuck is wrong with you?
Go Browns.
We both thought the Denver Broncos were going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was a little less certain about it than you were. I was calling it all week. I was calling it the last winnable game the Steelers had. But I think my thing is I didn't believe that the Steelers would actually win it. I thought it was a winnable game that the Steelers would fall flat on. And they almost did. They came very close. It was a very close game. Came down to the very end, and like I said, if Aaron Rodgers was the Denver quarterback, then the Steelers don't win that game. But they did win that game. So, I mean, what about you, Thomas? What was your thought process on that?
I just thought, you was high on Teddy Bridgewater. I started to believe in that Teddy Bridgewater hype. I knew that Teddy Bridgewater would be ready to go for the game. So I thought Teddy Bridgewater would have a good enough game to beat the Steelers. I thought the Steelers weren't. And I thought the Denver Broncos defense just wasn't that bad. And I guess I was wrong about that. That Broncos defense need help. I mean, it's okay, but like.
Well, it's not the defense that was sold to us, I think.
Exactly. They are who we thought they were.
No, they aren't who we thought they were. We thought they were a really good defense, and so far they have not shown that.
Well, they were who we thought they were, and they let us out the hook. I don't know. I'm just quoting Arizona Cardinals.
I'm just saying that's not applicable here. They aren't.
I just want to say it. I just want to say it because it's funny to say.
Not wrap Lamar up? Are you joking? And now he's going to go get a first down? Okay, he didn't get the first down, but still, like they had him dead to rights, and Lamar's just like, I mean, I guess that's just what Lamar does. But fuck, man, come on. Yeah,
one or two things are going to happen. Either the Ravens might get a touchdown or they might get an interception.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
Okay, so we both picked the Bengals over the Packers. That did not happen.
Well, hey, man, you missed
another game where it almost happened. We were almost right about both of these games, and oh my God. We talked about it on the podcast. Go watch the podcast, guys. If you're listening right now, stop listening and go listen to the podcast. Well, no, wait, no shit. We're doing this live. Don't go listen to the podcast because it's not up yet. It won't be up for like another probably 2 days. Maybe one day, depending on how quickly we can get this editing done. But I mean, sometimes it takes a minute. And if you are listening, by the way, we got John Sheeran on the podcast. So, that's like, I mean, you want to talk about guys who are like, big among like, Bengals fans. He's pretty well known among Bengals fans. So, go listen to that when it comes out because it was a great conversation too.
Fantastic conversation. So fantastic conversation.
He just starts talking about football and it's just like rolling off the tongue, man. I mean, like, I respect the hell out of that. He's sitting here recalling like specific plays that happened in like, the second quarter of the Bengals Packers game that like, it didn't end up mattering to the final result and everything like that. And like for me to talk about those kind of plays, I have to go look them up in the box score even after watching them myself. And I have to do like tons of research and put a ton of notes together just to remember what the fucking play was. And John's just out here just like boom, 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 boom. Now he also does a lot of writing. He's probably recalling it from memory from doing all that writing, but it's still like, damn, man.
Man. Lamar Jackson, man, he's just like I thought that he was just like done. He's bringing the team back.
Well, that's what Lamar Jackson does, but we'll see if they can put it down. The thing is, the Ravens' defense still has to stop the Colts' offense, and they just have not really quite been able to do that yet. I mean, they have, but they really haven't. They're gonna leave the Colts enough time to drive down the field and kill the clock. So. I'm still a little skeptical. I don't know if the Ravens blocked 2 kicks in a row. But then again, I didn't think Evan McPherson was going to miss 2 kicks in a row or that Mason Crosby was going to miss 3 kicks in a row. Speaking of the game that we've been saying we're talking about. But I mean, dude, that's just fascinating to me. You know, we arguably were this close to picking the right team on both of these games, but just because of some like weirdness that happened at the end, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, a loss is a loss is a loss is a loss. I mean, you can't like sit here and like, I mean, we've talked before on this podcast, the Minnesota Vikings could be 5-0 right now if like 4 different things went their way. And just 4 individual plays in 4 separate games.
Yeah.
They could be 5-0 right now, but they're not. They're, 1-4? They won. They beat the Lions, so they're 1-4 now.
2-4.
2-4? Oh,
2-3. 2-3.
2-3? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, 2-3.
Who else did they beat?
They beat the Seahawks.
Oh, that's right. They did beat the Seahawks. For what it's worth, the Vikings and Lions, we both picked the Vikings to win that game, so we're not going to talk about that one. Another game that we both got wrong. We thought that the Carolina, I think very reasonably, we both thought that the Carolina Panthers were going to easily dispatch the Philadelphia Eagles, and the version of Sam Darnold that's seeing ghosts came back and reared his ugly head. I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't New York's fault for the way his career went in New York, because obviously the Jets are a trash, terrible organization, and I mean, is he possibly, is he possibly way too scarred by that? And fuck you, Lamar Jackson. Oh, it's a fumble! It's a fumble!
Who's that running back for?
He fumbled it again. Colts got it.
No, he his knees now.
His
knees down. Yeah, his knees down. Unfortunately, who's that running back for the Panthers? Chubba's Hobburn. Whatever his name is. Isn't he from the Oregon State, former Oregon State running back, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, he's definitely down. Oregon State. Yeah, he was Oregon State. He was
Oklahoma State what it was. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I like him.
Oregon State. Yeah, definitely Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Oklahoma State.
Guys, I was looking at the Bengals possibly drafting. We ended up getting Chris Evans, who perfectly fine. But yeah, Chuba Hubbard. That's his name.
So okay. So like, look, I was a week too early on the Eagles, and a week too early on the Chiefs. And that bothers me because I was right. My hunch was right. I just
got it wrong, like when it was going to happen.
No, my hunch was see, like, what it was telling me, what I was thinking in my head was, man, Jalen Hurts looked good. Jalen Hurts got a bright future, man. Like, damn, the Ravens got another touchdown, but Jalen Hurts, like, I was thinking, like, Jalen Hurts, man, like Jalen Hurts is balling out on them. Like, yeah, they do that too. But Jalen Hurts looked good on a bad team. And Jalen Hurts is just like I was just thinking in my head, like, dude, Jalen Hurts, he might be able to make this upset. And the Chiefs aren't looking. The Chiefs got holes. The Chiefs aren't. These aren't the Chiefs at all. Like, this is not a. There's problems with the Chiefs team, and I was right, but I was wrong just by a week. That was my thinking. That's why I said that. I wasn't saying that just to say that, just to be. But like, I was just thinking in my head, like, man, like, Jalen Hurts is on the up and up, and then the Chiefs on the down and down, and like, but hey, it's whatever. It's whatever. You take your lumps.
All right. Well, this Colts Ravens game is possibly going to overtime, so we might be tracking this for a little bit longer. And unless the Colts drive down the field, which they could, they still have 2 timeouts. Carson Wentz, he did it against the Bengals last year.
Don't be trash, Carson. Don't be trash, Carson. Don't be trash, Carson. Come on, Carson. Don't be trash. For like 5 seconds, don't be trash. You trash-ass quarterback.
That'd be nice. Just come on. Just give me this, man. Like, I mean, we lost, but if the Ravens lose, then we're still number 1 in the division. And
Carson, you are not trash for the next 39 seconds.
Yes. Let's go, Colts. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, moving on. Oh, wait, no, not moving on, because I didn't talk about this, because I also got this wrong. So the Panthers, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, and it's affecting them in my power rankings too. But it's just like, I thought they were for real, but like maybe they're pretenders too, because they're starting to lose these games, and I don't know. They beat the Saints. They had that big game against the Saints, but then again, like I don't know if you've noticed, which is this is another game that we'll have to talk about here in a little bit, but the Saints just like they win then they lose, and they win then they lose, and they win then they lose, and they just can't make up their mind.
I can't make up my mind on these teams in the freaking NFL right now. I don't even know. I'm having a hard time reading these teams right now, dude. If I'm being real with you.
Yeah. The Saints. I'm probably going to predict that the Saints are going to lose next week because they won this week, just because that seems to be the pattern for them, and they can't figure out if they're good or not, like week to week.
Oh, that was a good pass. Oh, this might actually happen. Oh, dang, their field goal kicker sucks. Oh my God, their field goal kicker sucks.
Who, Rodrigo Blankenship? No, he doesn't.
I mean, he's missing a lot of field goals. He got glasses on. I never see a field goal kicker with glasses on the field.
I've seen it.
I'm really confused.
Wait. So what are you saying? Like he's got glasses, therefore he can't kick field goals. What?
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying I just never seen it before.
I was about to say, okay, John Gruden, with your discriminatory thought process.
I mean, I don't know. I don't mean it like that. See, like, let me correct myself. But like, I mean, it just looks weird.
Okay, come on, Carson. You got this. Come on.
I mean, actually, don't look weird. That look pretty cool. Because like, if he wins this game, then everybody gonna be wearing glasses to watch him kick field goals. Actually, you know what though? You go ahead. It's kind of empowering. Think about it. Ah, Carson, you suck, dude.
Did he just fumble it? Or they calling that incomplete?
Y'all better. They're calling it incomplete, but y'all better snap that ball before they review that play. You better snap that ball before you review that play, dude. You suck, Carson.
So
you suck, Carson.
I want to hear you talk about this because you were kind of alluding to it earlier. I was right about this game, but you picked the Chiefs to beat the Bills. So not a crazy thought process at all. I think a lot of people still assume the Chiefs are a good football team, even though they haven't been playing great lately, or they haven't been finishing great lately. So what do you think about the what's up with the Buffalo Bills and the Chiefs, Thomas?
Dude, so you're in Arrowhead. Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the NFL. I think that
they call him pass interference.
No, they're calling holding against the Colts.
Oh no.
So Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback. Best quarterback in the NFL. I don't think anybody will take any quarterback above Patrick Mahomes. I certainly wouldn't. I can't think of any quarterback I take before I think Patrick Mahomes still, even with this season. Those offensive line problems with the Chiefs are for real. That's not a mirage. Their
defense is really bad.
Shit.
Now, granted, you're going up against the Bills, and the Bills' offense is the Bills' offense, so it's just like, maybe they look worse than they really are. But I mean, they haven't been what you expect out of a team that's like the caliber that the Chiefs are.
What the heck is going on in this game? But like, not only just that, like, you see what I mean in a second. But not only just that, like, you just don't,
Whoa,
like I said,
hey, whoa,
that's what I say. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you're on delay. But like, yeah, so like, you don't expect the like you just don't expect the Chiefs. The Chiefs been so good for so long. You just don't expect the Chiefs to have a 2-4 record. And so like I just didn't think that they'd just let it get to this point. Now I still think the Chiefs are going to rebound from this. Still think the Chiefs are still the freaking Chiefs. They're still going to win the division probably because the division, like the teams that they're blessed with a division that look good but is really freaking bad. Their division is not good at all. The Colts got away with one right there. There's always the second guy, man. The guy is always the guy who get caught.
Oh yeah, that was definitely Jack.
The Colts got away with one. The Colts got away with one. That's
if
great.
the Ravens lose this game, Ravens fans are going to be bitching about that.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, so you just don't expect who would predict the Chiefs to be 2-4. And that's the thing. It's just the Chiefs look vulnerable. Now, I still think they are a playoff team, but they're not. They're not the Chiefs. They're not. Nobody's afraid of the Chiefs anymore.
No, I actually I mentioned this. I think I tweeted this out earlier. I was looking back through the Bengals schedule to see because like somebody asked the question, what do you think that how do you think we're going to finish now? And now that we've got this 3-2 start and the Colts are in field goal range and they might just pull this off.
We'll see. Come on,
But
glasses.
Bengals fans were asking how
Glasses, jacket, shirt man. They call me glasses, jacket, shirt man.
how do you think the Bengals now? And so I looked through the Bengals schedule and I was looking what are the winnable games? If we split the rest of the division, how's that going to go? And I honestly I looked at the Chiefs and I'm like, you know what? I think that's a winnable game now. Like the Chiefs. Now then again, this is also going to be week 17, I think. So maybe the Chiefs will get it together by then. And at this point, they might end up fighting for a playoff spot at that point. So they definitely won't be resting starters and stuff. So maybe that might be a tough game, but it's also, I think, a very winnable game. And I don't know if the Bengals can get their shit together. Who knows? I think I looked at it and I said 11-6. I think it's pretty reasonable based on the team that I've seen so far, and that's assuming we split with the division. So that's assuming
what are y'all doing?
3 wins and 2 losses.
Are they not going to go for the field goal?
They're probably trying to hard count Thomas.
Okay.
Well, they do have another timeout, so maybe they're going to try to recenter it or something.
Yeah. They'll do anything stupid.
Like a quarterback.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Okay, just to get in a good position. Center it. Okay, that was smart. Okay.
I mean, you got that timeout. Might as well use it, right?
Yeah, don't do anything stupid. It's all not doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that was the first game. That was the first game that you got wrong. Next game, you picked the Jets over the Falcons.
I mean,
why?
Because they're two bad teams, but the Falcons are the Falcons. The Jets beat the freaking Titans the week before. Trey Lance didn't really look that. Not Trey Lance. Whoever the quarterback for the Jets is, that sucked. Zach Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
he hasn't been great so far.
I mean, they only lost by a touchdown. I mean, Zach, he doing good. He doing good. And the thing is, though, is that he didn't look good.
He doesn't. He's. I don't know. I think
they almost came back too.
And he missed it.
He missed it. No, he didn't miss it. The play didn't happen, did it? Did he miss it already? I missed it. Oh my God, I missed the miss.
He missed it.
I was looking down. Maybe
you're right about the glasses, man. What the hell?
Nah, it's not the glasses. There's something with kickers this year.
He missed it. Dude, I am I'm gonna die from all these missed field goals, man. You saw how many I was subjected to live.
Man, the Ravens might be in first place, man.
Not if the Colts win the coin toss.
I'm thinking about editing a whole segment out of the podcast.
Editing what out of the podcast?
The whole segment.
What whole segment?
Just the last 20 minutes.
We're live, Thomas.
No, I mean not of this, but of the podcast.
Oh.
You suck, Carson Wentz.
But he got them in field goal range. What are you talking about?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, Ravens won the coin toss. All right, so the Colts defense has to stop the Ravens now. This is kind of stupid.
I put my faith in this man for one game, and he blows a 22-3 lead. One game, Carson. One game, Carson. Oh my God. One game, Carson. Did I manifest this? Kyle?
Watch now. Carson Wentz is gonna win it on like a rushing touchdown.
No, he's not. You suck, Carson Wentz. Oh my God. Oh my God. I What other game I get wrong? I don't want to think about it. What other game I get wrong? What's the next game I get wrong?
Well, not this one apparently.
We want to talk about this. Okay. What other game I get wrong?
Well, I think we need to finish talking about we never actually talked much about the Jets and the Falcons. You talked about Zach Wilson.
Look, man, look. Let's be real.
You were almost
the Falcons
right.
suck.
This is another one where you're almost right. The
I
Falcon thing again. They let they had what was a 20-3 lead or something like that, and then they let the Jets come back, almost win.
Man, see this whole thing. See, like the Falcons suck, and I have trouble ever picking the Falcons to win a game because the Falcons always blow these leads. Like the Falcons shouldn't be as bad as they are, but they find a way to lose. And yeah, but it's Falcons. They're both bad teams, dude. They're both bad teams. It's not like the Jets were playing. It's not like the Jets are playing the freaking. Actually, I don't even know who's bad in the NFL anymore because everybody's random. I thought the Colts were good for 5 seconds, and then
the Dolphins are bad.
The Dolphins are really bad. The Dolphins are really bad.
The Dolphins are pretty bad.
Who
else is bad? I already said the Jets.
The Colts.
Kind of. I mean, they're not Jets bad though. They're not that bad. They're I don't know. Let's see. Maybe the defense can do something here.
120-0 after leading 16 points in the fourth quarter. Oh my God! This game is giving me a headache.
Yeah.
What's the next game, please? Let's move. I didn't do that. I need to clear my thoughts.
Oh, the Lions are bad. The Lions are bad. Well, I mean, they're maybe not as bad as they look, but they're still bad. The Jaguars, Thomas. The Jaguars are bad.
I just can't believe you suck, Urban. At least I got that game right though. That was an easy pick.
Yeah, we both got that one right because Jaguars.
Well, I didn't get it right. I thought Urban would be fired, but he's not.
You thought that the Saints were going to beat the Bears. Wait, no. Bears. Who did the Bears play? Shit. I thought it was Saints.
Bears played the Raiders.
Raiders. Yes, the Raiders. So you thought that the Las Vegas Raiders were going to win. I picked the Bears though. So.
Well, I mean, Justin Fields is doing well.
Justin Fields is making up for the sins of Matt Nagy.
Honestly, dude, the Browns just had a good game. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. The Browns just had a good game plan against them. They just came in hard against them. But let's be real. I just thought Derek Carr was just playing on a level where he could compete with anybody, and they have a good running back.
Oh, and is that your boy Thomas?
No.
Anderson Dehu?
Oh, is that Dehu who just went out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he plays for the Colts now. Oh yeah, that's probably why they were driving because Dehu sucks. I hope he's okay though. But the Raiders look
That's
horrible,
not
man.
weird. I didn't know he was white. I thought he was. I thought he was. I definitely thought he was black.
Yeah, that's great. Uh, the Vegas Raiders only had 9 points. You know what I mean? Like parts of that, dealing with the group and drama going to that game. So like that I don't know. It was a weird game. It was a weird game. I really do. I thought the Raiders were just a good team, or I thought they were a believable good team because they do have talent on that team. So I thought they'd be able to win that game at home against the Bears. They didn't.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so mad watching this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed too. I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe Lamar fumbles the ball again. You never know. Or maybe
I don't want to. Dang, man. Ravens fans are worse. We got to hear their mouth.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so the Bears. Here was my thought process with the Bears and the Raiders, man. Like the Raiders are indeed frauds. And I've been saying this kind of more or less this whole time because I watched the way they played against the Ravens on what was it, Sunday Night Football. I watched the way the Raiders played them, and I was just like, dude, this is not. I don't know. They won this game. Congratulations for winning, but this is not a good football team. They did the same thing against the Steelers, who are not a good football team, and they really honestly shouldn't have won that game, but they did. Then they played the way they did against the Chargers, and they just they looked like they didn't really. They kind of made it interesting at the end, but they for the most part just didn't look like they really had it.
You suck, Carson Wentz. Sorry, I had to get that out of my chest. He can't move the screen. I'm really mad at this dude right now. I am really mad about this. Like I am legit thinking about it's like watching a funeral right now, man. Like I'm legit thinking about just freaking and just deleting our whole segment at the end of the podcast out. Like I'm contemplating it as we speak.
I say leave it in. It's the real shit.
Oh, this is so terrible. Okay. Let me just gather myself.
Okay, so we still got a couple more games to talk about as you gather yourself. But let's see. You picked the Washington football team over the New Orleans Saints. Tell me about that.
So I just.
What did you believe in as far as the Washington football team goes?
The thing is that I don't know what I believe when it comes to the New Orleans Saints. That's the problem. And I don't know what I believe when it comes to the football team. Because both of these teams look good at 1 minute and they look horrible the next minute.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But
so how do I gauge?
The team has looked that damn good. And
but it don't look that bad.
Taylor Heineke's all right, but he's not that great. I mean, he the greatest thing he ever did was almost beat Tom Brady, but he didn't even do it.
I mean, I just don't know. I just don't have a good gauge on the Saints. I want to say they're a bad team, but I don't want to say James Winston went four touchdowns, 1 interception, so he looked good. So you gotta give it to James. But watch him lay an egg next week. Come on. How do you judge this team?
I don't know. But that's pretty much what I'm saying. When we do the predictions episode on Thursday, I am most likely gonna probably pick whoever's playing against the Saints because that just seems to be the way things go for them.
Yeah, I don't know. They got a good coach.
That's great, but the problem is they got themselves into such terrible cap hell that they have they have no cohesion. That's why they're so up and down is because they have a good coach, but they lost so much chemistry over the offseason because they got themselves into cap hell that the players that are there just aren't used to playing together.
That made me sick.
Yeah. So we got one last game to talk about then. Yep, there's the game. So the Arizona Cardinals You thought that they would lose to the San Francisco 49ers. Tell me about that.
I mean, I just thought the 49ers figured them out. And fuck the Colts. Fuck the Colts.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say there. The Browns better fucking beat the Cardinals next week. That's all I got to say about all of this.
Well, so what's up with the Cardinals and the 49ers?
I mean, well, so Kyler Murray's looking injured. I just thought so my thinking was that it's going to be difficult for the Cardinals to go into this game and win it. So, I just think I know the Cardinals are a good team, but just tough division. You're in a divisional game. You're going into the stadium. I want to upset, so I picked that as my upset. I thought that and I asked like who's starting quarterback because I thought that was a big deal because I thought that you had Jimmy Garoppolo. I thought you might be able to beat the Cardinals. And keep in mind the 49ers went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, so and they have a lot of the same personnel that they had when they went to the Super Bowl. So it's not a bad team. It's not a bad team for the 49ers. I just thought that I don't know. I just thought the 49ers might have the horses to win. Now I think the 49ers are going to still have a good season. But it's hard to gauge these teams. I was basically just calling his bluff, the Cardinals' bluff for how good they are.
Yep, so that's pretty much what my thought process was. I was calling the 49ers bluff because everybody's saying this is a team that's about to turn it around. This is a team that looks really good, coached really good, and they are coached pretty good. But I think a lot of people assume that this San Francisco 49ers team is there. Their problem is like they're injured or they're this or they're that. But if not for those things, they're there, they're ready. And I don't think they're ready yet. I don't think Trey Lance is ready. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo has never been ready.
I'm so mad at the freaking Cardinals right now, dude. Man.
Yeah, it's rough. The Ravens are now the number one team in the AFC North, uncontested.
Oh my god!
But 2 more weeks, and the Cincinnati Bengals will play them, and then we'll beat them, and then they'll be number 3 in the division. As long as Browns keep winning. Browns just got to beat the Cardinals next week, and then who do y'all play after that?
The Broncos.
You'll beat the Broncos.
And then play the Steelers.
Beat the Cardinals next week. We'll take care of the Baltimore Ravens in 2 weeks for you.
Man, they're gonna win Sunday. They're gonna win Sunday.
Who?
Because the Browns. Because that stadium never been rocking like it has been. Like they're gonna win Sunday.
Well, you can say the same thing about the Bengals stadium. I've never seen it rock like that before.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think part of it might have to do with like fans are just so like fans missed going to the games so much that they're just giving it everything they have.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh dude. I can't do that. I will say that the Bengals crowd look more lively than I have seen them in a while. Because a lot of times, they seem more engaged than they have in the past couple of years, and I like this. I like these. In
fairness, the team's finally good. For the first time, like the last, I think they started out. I want to say they started out 3-0 in 2018.
Can I just say this?
But honestly, since the beginning of 2018, Bengals fans have basically felt hopeless. So that's why they've been the way they've been for the last few years. But we started out 2-0. We started out 3-1 in 2018. We actually started out 4-1 in 2018, and then we lost. We only won 2 of our next of the rest of our games that season. So it was like 10 games or something. The rest of the season, we only won 2 of them. So Yeah, since that beginning stretch of 2018, Bengals fans just really haven't had anything to cheer for. And you go through enough time of that being the case, and then, yeah, people are just going to be apathetic. People don't want anything to do with it. People don't want to try because you're not trying for us.
You suck, Carson. I'm sorry, he tweeted that.
You can't delete it. This is live, Thomas.
No, I said I just tweeted that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you keep talking about editing this, and I'm like,
I'm editing the podcast. The podcast. I'm talking about the podcast, not this.
Okay.
I'm just in shock, dude. I gotta watch the podcast.
Oh man. I'm right there with you though. Like, man, fuck the Ravens. Are you serious? Fuck the Colts. Like, y'all had them. Y'all had them. Hey, but you know what? That's what makes the bad teams, and the Colts are a bad team. The bad teams are the ones who can't close it out at the end despite having large advantages. And then that's why the Bengals were a bad team last year, because they got these big leads and they couldn't hold on to them. It's the NFL. You know, every team is like a decimal point away from each other as far as like competitiveness. So that's pretty much what it takes is like, can you get up on an opponent and keep the lead? That's what matters, because if not, the good teams are the ones that come back and win. Which makes me feel good about the Bengals because they keep doing that this year. Like, honestly, like all 5 of our games have come down to the Bengals coming back in the fourth quarter. We couldn't finish it out against the Chicago Bears, and we couldn't finish it out against the Green Bay Packers. But for the most part, that's how our games have gone this year. So I guess that makes me feel good. That's what the good teams do, is they find a way to make it work at the end. And the Bengals have the Bengals have almost done that, honestly. If Trey Hendrickson makes a tackle against Justin Fields, and if Evan McPherson hits a field goal at the end of regulation, then the Bengals are 5-0 right now. So, I just keep repeating that until I believe it.
I can't think of anything else to say but Carson Wentz suck.
Probably not much. Probably not a whole lot else to say. So yeah, like I said, that's our records for this so far. We're finishing. I finished because of the Ravens game. There's the silver lining, Thomas. There's the silver lining. We both got the game correct, so you don't finish with a losing record this week. So I finished 12-4 on the week, and Thomas, you're finishing 8-8 on the week.
I have never been so mad, man. I like you believe in a guy for one game. You give him a chance. You give him a chance.
You were going to be relentless about Carson Wentz going forward, aren't you?
Oh, you already know. Like you thought I was on his ass before. Like, this is now I got that. Like, you give him a chance. I was like, maybe I'm just a hater. No, Carson. I'm just reading these tweets right now, man. I'm sorry. I've been like on Twitter. I've been like, I'm just in shock of what I just see. Like y'all were just nailing into this team for 3 straight quarters. What happened? Well, I'm about to edit this podcast. I'm about to go to bed, man. I'm sorry. I can't. You suck, Carson Wentz. That's all I got. That's all I got. Carson Wentz suck. Carson Wentz suck. Oh, God. Carson Wentz.
That might be all that you really need to say. I am very sad. I was really hoping the Colts could pull that one off because, that means the Bengals get to hold on to at least some possession. Actually, I think at that point it would be sole possession of the AFC North because the tiebreaker comes down to conference record at that point. Well, no, we already had division record, so the Bengals would still be in first place in the AFC North if the Ravens had, or if the Colts had pulled off that game. Unfortunately, they didn't. So I am also salty, Thomas, but yeah, I can also see Carson Wentz burned you again.
I mean, he did have 402 yards and 2 touchdowns. You still suck, Carson.
Yeah, but he didn't get it done when it mattered. That's the crux of the issue. He fell apart when it mattered, and that's what matters.
Oh my god! I gotta edit this podcast so I'll go to bed because I'm so mad. I've never been more mad in my life.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, that's probably it for this live broadcast. Appreciate y'all listening. The podcast, the new podcast is going to be up in a couple days. Like I said, we got John Sheeran coming on, and I personally, really enjoy that fact. It was a good conversation. Definitely interested in having him on again at some point, if it makes sense. I also wouldn't mind getting his co-host for OBI on, Anthony Cosenza. So those would be good. That'd be a good interview, and definitely want to have him on again. But anyway, guys, go listen to the podcast. We're on Apple and Spotify now, thanks to Around the Block Network. So shout out to you guys for picking us up, and you guys are really helping making the dream work. And for all y'all who are listening, nobody's listening right now, but people do listen. I know people listen because people keep telling me they listen. So I do know there are people out there listening. So for those of you who are listening, I don't know if y'all go back and listen to the live broadcast or not, but if you do, just in case, I appreciate you. We love you. It makes all this worth it to have all this stuff happening. So thank you so much for everything you guys do. And we will catch you next time. Hooday.
Carson Wentz is probably a very nice person, but you suck, Carson Wentz.
And with that, we'll end it.